Tired. Esther's feeling tired. She's feeling weak. Nobody to turn to, nobody to listen to hear her speak. Her benefit money came through last week, paid off her bills, topped up her lecky. Now it's time to feed the baby. Inside all she can think, somebody save me. She's walking to the shop to get some baby food and some 30p juice. With her last £10 note. She can't fight this feeling of being broke. Puts her hand in her pocket to get out her phone, and out falls the note. Little does she know. She's going to get to the shop and she's dropped the last note.
Dan, the drug addict. He's walking down the street. He's passing Esther's house and he looks down at his feet. All the worries from the night before, of how he can afford more than a bag or a drawer. He picks up the note and takes out his phone and he calls Tyrone's number. Inside his mind is a feeling of thunder. Runs around the corner to the block of flats and he takes down his hood and he takes off his hat. And on the door, rat-a-tat-tat. Walks out of Tyrone's house with a new bag of skag and off to his house to get fucked up like an arsehole who's just tried their first fag.
Back to Esther in the corner shop. She's clocked. The £10's not there, so it's got to have been dropped. She runs out the shop and back to the spot where it must have been lost. But little does she know, Dan's already copped her last £10 note. Now the baby's crying, he needs feeding. She can see her hopes and dreams leaving. This awful feeling that her heart's bleeding. She's got another 3 weeks and she needs to feed him. So she goes back to the shop and she starts stealing. Leaving the store and she's heavily breathing. As she leaves, she gets stopped for thieving. Sandy's already called the police in. She begs and pleads and explains what she's feeling. He cancels the call and takes her out the back. She's hysterical, so he gives her a slap. 3 jars of baby food and a box of juice, but it doesn't stop there. He looks into her eyes and strokes her hair. I've got a job for you here. She gives him her number and leaves the shop. He says that he'll call her around 7 o'clock. She's just got the baby off to sleep. Her phone goes off. Back here tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Make sure you've had a shower and put on some lip gloss. He's going to be ready, so make sure your pants are off. £20 an hour and I'll watch the baby. Honestly, Esther, I am your saviour. 3 jars of food, you can do me a favour. If you're not there, I'll call the social line. And that beautiful baby boy of yours will soon be mine.
All because Dan saw the £10 note before she got back to the spot where it dropped.
Prostituting herself so she could feed her son.
He's so dependent on her, he doesn't know what's going on.
Her mother and father have no idea.
The father of the baby has disappeared.
Endless nights of late night feeds.
Changing nappies.
Nothing to eat.
She might get evicted at the end of the week.
Nobody cares or can hear her speak.
So to herself she cries silent tears.
After all these years.
How did she end up so weak?
But when you see a note on the floor, you don't think twice about whose it was before it became yours.